To most people, this may sound slightly cliched, but anyone who has ever ridden a motorcycle with passion can truly relate. Usually this all starts with a tale as old as time. A young kid falls in love with a motorcycle. This triggers an unyielding obsession which progressively builds to astronomical proportions over time. And before you know it, motorcycles are all you can think about. The Yamaha R15 is one such motorcycle that ignited this obsession in innumerable people in our part of the world. When the Yamaha R15 version 1 first broke cover in 2008, it changed the motorcycling scene in the Indian subcontinent. At the time, the Charismas, Pulsar 200s and CBZs were as close as you could get to the experience of a sports bike for the common man. Those bikes were decent offerings amongst the slew of commuter motorcycles, but the R15 changed the game. Aesthetically, the R15 was unlike anything in the market. In fact, it was a baby R1 in the flesh. The race-inspired chassis, sticky MRFs, full fairing, monoshocks, clip-on handlebars, rear-set foot pegs, and an engine that revved freely up to 95 RPMs all truly meant that the R15 was a race-bred machine. More importantly, the R15 played a crucial role in prompting the racing era in Nepal and India, and people were urged to think of motorcycles as more than just commuters. In the span of the last 12 years, the world got 3 versions of the R15. The R15 V2 came in 2011 with an addition of a split seat and sported new LED tail light and a redesigned tail section. The engine remained the same. 2017 saw the introduction of the R15 V3, which received plenty of aesthetic changes along with a 155cc engine that could rev up to 10,000 RPM. It was also equipped with variable valve actuation technology that allowed the bike to produce torque even in low RPMs. Now we have the R15 V4, the newest torchbearer for the R15 moniker. We think the R15 V4 is the best looking R15 yet, even more so in the V4 trim. While the platform and engine remain the same, the design aesthetics are vastly different. You can tell that the version 4 is heavily inspired by the Yamaha R7, especially the front end. The key highlight is of course the new fairing. With this, you get a new bifunction LED projector headlamp with new DRLs on either side. But the new fairing design is more than simply a visual improvement. With a decreased drag coefficient, the bike is now more aerodynamic and provides superior wind protection. The profile too has received visible changes. The R15 V4 looks better proportioned without losing its aggressive posture. The fuel tank is noticeably chunkier for your knees to grab onto. Now they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As far as the rear goes, the R15 V4s remains unchanged. On the cockpit you get a brand new instrument cluster. This cluster is now Bluetooth enabled and you can pair your smartphone with the Yamaha Y-Connect app and get information about your last parked location, bike health history and fuel consumption data. You can also receive phone, SMS and email notification. Best of all, you also get a dedicated track mode which gets things like a lap timer and a tachometer that starts at 6000 RPM, just like the Yamaha R1. Additional features on the R15 V4 are the traction control, dual channel ABS and the USD forks which were not present in the earlier models. Needless to say, it has a lot bearing on its shoulders. Yamaha haven't failed yet with the R15 and it is easy to be optimistic with the newest model. But what does it truly offer in terms of performance? Plenty. For a 150cc mill, the R15 V4 rides spectacularly. It is a quick little sucker and it prances forward at a twist of the throttle, and it is eager to change direction at your whim. The R15 eats up corners like no other motorcycle in the segment. The VVA system does its job of providing linear power throughout the rev ranges, and the wider fuel tank inspires the confidence you need to attack those corners. The 6-speed gearbox works very well, and you also get a quick shifter which at higher revs and speeds works flawlessly. The USD forks are a great addition and much awaited. It is more rigid and paired with the Delta box frame makes for an incredible ride. For an entry-level motorcycle, this is a valuable asset. This is further supplemented by the dual-channel ABS disc brakes which have a good level of initial bite. Every R15 will always have a special place in the hearts of riders in this part of the world. For us, the Yamaha R15 V4 is the best looking R15 to date. The inspiration from its larger siblings is very apparent and, more importantly, very well executed. It is a sight for sore eyes, and we would be more than happy to see it in our garage every day. Furthermore, the R15 V4 comes with significant new updates like USD forks, a dedicated track mode, and a quick shifter. All of this is on what is essentially an entry-level motorcycle. Now herein lies the caveat. This is an entry-level motorcycle with a 155cc engine that starts at Rs 5,62,900 and goes up to 5,87,900 for this R15M. For reference, the TVS RTR 204V, a respectable street bike, comes in at just under Rs 4 lakhs. The Gixxer 250SF squeezes under the 5 lakh rupee mark. In many ways, the R15 is untouchable and will hold the scepter as the true king of the entry-level sports bike segment. But owning one will remain a luxury for the rational buyer. But you only live once.